Hi Pete, our recent winning streak has come to an end tonight against Punjab. How do you reflect on today's 3-1 defeat?
Yeah, I think thoroughly deserved to lose the game tonight. I thought we were fairly poor all night, to be honest with you. I didn't think we played well at all. Punjab scored 3 headers, I think all from set pieces, or maybe from a knockdown, but like 3-headed goals. We identified that before the game. We knew they were strong from those areas. We knew they were very strong in the air, and we tried to account for it in the team selection tonight, but it just wasn't quite right. It didn't feel quite right all night actually tonight, Lou. So look, we've been on a great run. We won't lose sight of that. It was going to come to an end at some point. Punjab's a very hard place to go midweek, and yeah, it came to an end tonight, and deservedly so.
All right. After such a good run of form, how do you make sure this loss doesn't lose momentum built in the squad?
That'd be fine. Like, as in, I don't think it's going to lose momentum. People are disappointed in there. People are upset. They know it's a poor performance. We got a little break now. We got a cup game Saturday. We've got a cup game the following Saturday. So we're not back out in the league for a little while. We've played a quarter of the league season tonight. That signals a quarter of the league season. We're still doing absolutely fine. We're well above our points per game target. So look, there's nothing to worry about. Like we need to start playing better for sure. But you know, you're going to get games like this throughout the season, and it can happen. So look, we're disappointed tonight. We weren't good enough, not by any stretch, and that's from 1 to 16. I don't think anyone was good enough tonight, but we have to go again. We have to roll our socks up and go again. You can't feel sorry for yourself.
Were there any positives you could take from this game despite the loss?
Oh, that's a tough question, Lou. I've got to say, positives tonight. I don't really think so. I don't really think anyone's done themselves justice out there tonight. I think a couple of the subs went on and tried their hardest, but to little avail. I don't think we passed the ball well enough. I don't think we kept the ball well enough. I think when we went long, I think we did that badly. I think when we went short, I think we did that badly. I thought our delivery on balls was pretty poor. I just think we were poor tonight, and sometimes you've got to accept it, and sometimes you've got to dust yourself down and go again, and you've got to be honest with it. I'm honest with the players all the time, and I even think maybe I got it a little bit wrong tonight in team selection as well, potentially, and we tried to do something to account for a strong physical Punjab, and it didn't quite work. So look, I think it's all a lesson learned from all of us tonight.
All right. Early in the first half, Luke Mercier came off with a hand injury. Do you have any updates there?
I don't yet, actually. I will make sure that I speak to Luke tonight. He's gone to A&E. Apparently, it was quite a deep gash. Thoughts with Luke, but he'll be with Luke. He'll be absolutely fine though. He will. I'll speak to him in the morning, and hope we might get him back for Saturday, but probably quite unlikely. But I'll speak to him in the morning.
Right. And as I said earlier, we've got the Kent Senior Cup on Saturday, and we're travelling to Larkfield and New Hive. How are you approaching that game?
Yeah, it's going to be a really difficult game. Larkfield are a good side. They've signed quite well over the last couple of weeks. They brought the boy in from Fisher, the striker, who's scoring goals. So it's going to be a really tough game. We've got quite a good record down at Larkfield, though. We do okay down there, so nothing to be nervous about. But it is going to be tough. We want to rotate the side, but we've picked up a couple of knocks tonight, and there's a few away. We don't have the biggest squad, so it's it's going to be difficult. But look, we will look to go there and put on a good performance. We need to react, and we need to bounce back. Players need to come together. This is a time for players to get together. It's not really for the management team to lift the players. The players have to get together and react from that and get themselves up for it. If you're you look at the league last season, the top sides had bad nights, they had bad days, and that's this level of football. But what makes you a good side at this level of football is the ability to bounce back. So, we as a group need to bounce back, and the players really need to lift their heads and sort of like dust themselves down and forget about tonight.
Yeah. Okay. We're pretty much a quarter of the way through the season. How pleased are you with how we've started it?
Yeah, delighted. Like it's been a great start to the season. I just said to them in there not to lose sight of that. Like it's been a great start to the season. Nobody expected Sutton Athletic to be where they are right now, and we're still top of the division. Like, as in, not that we care. Like, we genuinely don't care about the league table. Like, we don't. But let's say it how we see it. Like, we are still top of the Skeffel Prem, and the quarter of the season's gone. And there's some teams with games in hand on us, and they can go above us now. Like, that can happen. But it's always going to happen. Like, as in, we know the points per game target that we're aiming for. We're well ahead of it. And look, I think the start of the season's been great. Like, we've done okay. But there's more to go, without a doubt. And look, I think, if managing football teams was easy, we'd all be doing it, and it's not easy. And playing this level of football isn't easy. So no, we'll be absolutely fine. But we're delighted with how it's going so far.
No, perfect.
Cheers, Luke.